Ah, let it come in. Let yourself feel all the feels. Notice the breath. No matter what is going on in life, we could tap into that amazing beauty right there. Welcome to Zenful Conversations. Thank you so much for being here, supporting and sharing in this women's community. We're in our 6th year, which is darn remarkable to start with. And what's interesting is how the conversation changed organically by itself this year. It's no longer a conversation, it's a practice. So thanks for being here to practice this very important practice of being present for our own lives. The Book of Awakening is the book we're taking a look, that we're listening to, that we're cherishing every message coming our way, by Mark Nepo. By Mark Nepo. Happy Valentine's Day. Hey, my goddess. I got my goddess on. Mark Nepo offers us this remarkable conversation this year, this practice. So thanks for being here for it. This New York Times bestseller is described as having the life you want by being present to the life you have. And the message we're offered for this Valentine's Day, for this February 14th, for this Zenful conversation number 1844, is titled Love at First Sight. Love at First Sight. There's a quote offered to us by Christopher Marlowe. Where two deliberate, the love is slight. Whoever loved, not having loved at first sight. The true power of love at first sight is often missed because we insist on limiting its meaning to the sweep of falling into another person upon first meeting them. To appreciate the deeper sense of this, we must uncover and reclaim the importance of first sight itself, which has more to do with seeing things essentially rather than physically for the first time. Let's take a pause here. Just feel that. We all walk around with the numbness of our habits and our routines so often that we take the marvels of ordinary life for granted. It is first sight that opens the freshness of each moment, unencumbered by any of our habits and routines. First sight is the moment of God's sight, heart sight, soul sight. It is seeing of revelation, the feeling of oneness that briefly overcomes us when nothing remains in the way. Oh, so briefly, if we're not careful. Extending these little brief moments, extending the experience, extending this experience just a little bit. At its deepest and most real level, the notion of love at first sight is spoken of in every spiritual tradition as the reward for being fully awake. Such seeing anew restores our sense of being alive. Paradoxically, first sight is recurring. In the same way that we wake every day, we regularly return to first sight in the rhythm of our wakefulness of spirit. Whenever we can see with that original vision, with nothing between us and the life around us, we can't help but love what we see. Let's hear that again. Whenever we can see with that original vision, with nothing between us and the life around us, we can't help but love what we see. To see so fundamentally opens us to love. To love so fundamentally is to see the world we're a part of as the vibrant, ongoing creation that it is. So it really manifests this way. At first sight, we find love. At our first true seeing, the love that is already there touches us. Wow. Pause here. It really manifests this way. At first sight, we find love. At our first true seeing, it's there. It's up to us to see it. The love that's already there touches us. We let it in. In this regard, first seeing is an ever-present threshold to the majesty of what is. Certainly and beautifully, this happens with other people when we, upon first truly seeing another, we fall sweetly into the miracle of their presence. But this is also possible on a daily basis upon first truly seeing ourselves, our world, our sense of God again and again. I can work across from the same person for years. And one day, because my own suffering has opened me more fully than I can remember, and because the light floods that person's face, I can, for the first time, truly see who they are and feel love for them. I can walk by the same willow, season after season, and one day, because of the sheen of the after rain and the lowness of the wind, I can truly see the willow like never before. and feel love for the willow in all of us. I can, in the mirror, late at night, after seeing myself hundreds of times, see the willow and the light and the other in my tired face, and know that sameness as the stuff of God. In truth, it has never been about first meeting, though this can happen, but more about first coming into view. As a breeze all spun out lets the water go clear, we finally stop talking, stop performing, stop pretending, and all tire out. We go clear. And the heart that rests in everything beats before us. This is a true message of we are all one. Close your eyes if you're able to. Not if you're driving, of course. Close your eyes and breathe away your mind sight. Breathe away your past sight, your future sight, your wounded sight. Breathe them all away. And then with each slow breath, feel the cool air of your birth sight, your first sight. Breathe slowly and imagine that the beat of your heart carries up the beginning of time sight. At the moment that you feel original, however briefly, open your eyes and bow with love to the first thing you see. Mm. Mm. They're leaving me speechless, these messages, which is rare. And deep and honest gratitude, always. Let's see if there's any comment. There is so much in this message. It actually started out, I thought my mind was going somewhere else. My mind was actually going more towards intuition and knowing, our inner knowing, but it's one. We're one. We're one. We're one. We're one. Happy Valentine's Day. Please give yourself some loving kindness today. Namaste. See you tomorrow, ladies.